da, we're live. We are live on the thing. Gonna be here. Hello, it's me and a wee man who's won't show off his enormous slug.
Oh no!
His enormous, super sticky slug. Yeah, there we go. Everybody's seen your giant slug. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I hope everybody is well. Right, you're a plonker. We'll just wait and see if we've got yeah, cool glasses.
No.
Super cool. Super cool dude. Super cool dude. Super cool dude.
I like you more.
What are you going to make?
How is that hard? I like you more back. I like you more back.
Annabella says hi to wee man. He's disappeared. He's okay. It's fizzy juice. As I say, we'll just wait a wee sort of 5-10. See if we've got anybody else joining us here. Right, go away with your fizzy juice. Hope everybody's well. That's brilliant feedback over the background now. Yeah. Brianna has joined us. David's joined us. Excellent. Good to see lots of familiar faces. Philip, howdy doody. Giant slug wobbling away there. Let's say we'll just give it sort of 5-10, see if anybody's don't need them dude, go and put them away. See if anybody else is going to join the live. How is everybody? How is everybody first and foremost? So I hope everybody's well.
I have to board this down with my chicken.
Right. Enough dude. Go and put that back in its packet so it doesn't get all dry out. You're going to play with it? Okay, well, it's nearly your bedtime.
Sticking under my hand.
It's better not be some weird cult. Mitchy Moo, Mitchy Moo. Everybody's favourite Mitchy Moo. Hey, Mitch, how you doing, my man? I feel like I should play loads of compliments now because you were paying me loads of compliments last night. Your beard is so impressive and you're such a wonderful dude. You didn't do better than me on PUBG at all. But anyway, back to Mitch. Channel's awesome. Mitch is one of the best guys I know. He's absolutely amazing. I love Mitch to bits. Brian, you're rubbish at PUBG.
I can confirm.
And my wife can confirm. I think pretty much wee man as well. Me too. I think statistically, I usually do better than you. The great cult. It's not a cult. It's not a cult. It's an idea. It's something that I want to see almost become sort of commonplace.
Thank you.
Quit your jibber jabber fool. Giant slug attacking the camera. Right, bugger off you. Bugger off. I have to tell you, you don't count because you play it on the mobile. I don't know if you can see the. Can you see the comments? I'll pop the comment.
No, not show me the comment.
It does now. I'll put it on screen. As I say, I just want to see how many people are going to join us here, and then we'll just sort of crack on and get it on the go. Right, dude. You know, yeah, we'll get a comment there. There we go. Dave says PUBG is garbage. Diana's here. Awesome. Okay, so as I say, just give it a wee minute. Just hopefully we'll get some more people joining us. Right, dude, come on. Okay. Everyone's just saying hello to each other just now anyway. Cult says Mitch. He's such a Wonderful person. I'm not going to be nasty about our Mitchy Moo. I'm not going to be nasty. He is wonderful. Such a wonderful, awesome dude. What did you think it said? Oh, right, okay. Okay. Right, so,
No, I told you this.
right, buddy, enough. Yeah, I know a couple of my brothers in the house. Ben's telling me to get to the point. Because they're idiots. They're me brothers. Right, so many of you will have seen that I've been talking about the Connolly project. It's an idea. It's something that I do quite a lot anyway. But what I want to see people doing is getting involved with this. So probably about a month, maybe every second month, I will select between about maybe 10 to 20 of my friends that perhaps I haven't heard from in a while, or haven't spoken to in a while, or just haven't been quite themselves over the course of that time frame. And I'll put together a message which I will fire out across to numerous messages to people, just saying, how are you? How are you getting on? Hope all's well. Here if you need a chat. It's a very, very simple thing to do. Doesn't take long. You can spam numerous people with exactly the same message. The point behind this is that the amount of people that have opened up to me as a result of being asked directly, are you okay? Do you need to talk? Or some variation of that is actually quite powerful and phenomenal. With myself, I know how difficult it can be to open up to people. One of the hardest things somebody can do is admit that they are struggling and actually ask for help. And what I've discovered through doing this is that it creates an opportunity, it creates a window for people to be able to speak. One of the reasons this means so much to me is roughly about 7-8 months ago, a friend of ours took his own life. And I can't help but feel that if more people had been there for him, I could be wrong, but had people realised what was going on and maybe approached him, might have given him the opportunity to speak and say what was on his mind. Might not have, we'll never know. But I also know people, I'm in communication with somebody right now who's having a really tough time of it and has tried to take their own life previously, but has also asked me to be one of their regular checkups. So every day, every couple of days, I send this person a message just being like, how are you? How's today going? What's going on with you today? And just having that point of contact gives that person an opportunity to say, you know what, today is shit. I'm really not feeling it today. I really need to speak about something. A, B, C, D. I just think if more people were aware of what's going on within their own friendship groups, then perhaps we could reduce the need for self-harm or anything that could come off the back of that, or worse. As I say, my family, which is the reason I called this the Connolly Project, my family got me speaking when I was going through a tough time. Had they not, I don't know where I would be today. But if it wasn't for my family being there, encouraging me to open up, seek counselling, get onto antidepressants, who knows where I would have been in life. And that's why I hope that this project is going to be really powerful for people and really take off and work, because it doesn't take any time really to do it. It's so simple to do. And as I say, you could type up a message and just spam it across 5, 10, 15 of your friends. And if people are doing that, if they're doing it to their friends and their friends and their friends, if everybody's making that little bit more of an effort to just send a message to say, how are you, pal? Not heard from you for a while. Or, you know, what's the worst they're going to do? The worst they're going to go, yeah, I'm fine. Good to hear from you. All's well. Cheers. Hope you're well. Hope your family's good. But at the same time, somebody could turn around and say, actually, you know what, that message has just come at just at the right moment for me, because things aren't great. And I've had it. I've had it myself. People have messaged me and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And it's like, "Well, actually, no, I'm not doing great." And it's got the conversation going. And the age-old problem shared is a problem halved. It can't necessarily fix the problems. None of us can say we can fix the problems. But by speaking to somebody about a problem you may be going through, they might be able to give you a point of view from a different perspective, or offer a suggestion, or something that perhaps you haven't thought about. Because when you're in a bad place, logic goes out the window. You don't think logically. Logic doesn't make any sense. All you can think about is the endless chaos that goes on inside your head, and how you're going to end that, how you're going to silence that. And sometimes the only way people can see to silence that is a permanent silence, which is what we want to try and avoid. We want to try and encourage communication with people. So that's fundamentally what the Connolly project is. It's me asking everybody else to try and sort of do what I do. Just take the time to send a heap of messages to a group of your friends, and as I say, you might just get back 15 answers all saying, "Yeah, life's good, awesome, hope you're well, hope the family are good." That's fine, that's brilliant. But one person might turn around and say, "You know what, actually, I'm really feeling like crap today. This has happened, that's happened, feeling stressed, feeling worried." And that opens up that window of communication for that person, who otherwise probably wouldn't have said anything to anybody, probably would have just carried on struggling and self-medicating, self-harming, contemplating horrendous outcomes. So there is a group now. I will set it to live after this. There's a group on Facebook called the Connolly Project that I have set up, and the idea behind it is that people can use the page to discuss ideas or share stories that could perhaps help somebody else. I have spoken to, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, a friend of mine. I've spoken to his mum, and I've kind of said to her, if you're comfortable with doing so, please, could you write a few words about how it's impacted you as a parent, or any of the challenges you faced, in the build-up, as it was going on. So she may or may not have words to say, but that, people that have experience, people that have sought help, people that have been offered help, the group is just there as a kind of reminder of what I'm wanting to put across to everybody. All right, Scott, my man. So yeah, antidepressants. I'm on antidepressants just now. They do help, Brian. Yeah, most certainly do help. But having the ability to speak to somebody, I think, can be more powerful than medication. Not always, it varies person to person. Everybody's different. But the one thing pretty much the entire human population has in common is that very, very few people will willingly seek help and ask for help. So that's why I want this project to work. That's why I want other people to engage with this project and say, you know what, I'm going to make an effort. I'm going to, once a month or maybe every second month, and not always necessarily the same people, different groups within your friends, anybody that knows me knows that this is something I've been doing for quite some time, and it's not always the same people. Sometimes it is. If it's people that I am particularly concerned about, I will sort of focus on them month to month to month. No worries, my bro. No worries. Matt is my oldest brother. Absolutely love him to bits. Unfortunately, he lives far too far away. But yeah, thanks, Matt. And as I say, it's an idea I want everybody to engage with. I get a huge sense of satisfaction, reward, not out of the things I learn. I would, I would hope that if this is something you're going to be willing to participate in, that if your friends open up to you about something, that's not something for you to then share. You have to respect that that person has opened up to you. I know a lot of people that have told me a lot of stuff just because I've sent messages to them at the right time. These are things that I will take to the grave with me. These are not things for me to discuss or speak about. These are things personal to a person that they have had to get off their chest, or they have felt confident and comfortable enough with me to get off their chest. And that has to be a big part of this, is that if somebody opens up to you, you have to respect that. As like, sometimes people could pour their heart and soul out of things that you never knew. But it's really important that you are there to listen and to offer advice and to not judge and just be a friend to somebody. And that's the whole point of this project, is to be friends to people, to send a message. It's such a simple thing to do. It's just a message. How are you today? Not heard from you in a while. Is everything okay? There's so many variations on the I've put an example of, I think it wasn't the last batch of messages, but the batch of messages before that I shipped out. And it says this, because a lot of people will go, is this a generic message? Is this spam? Because I will copy paste it to numerous people and maybe tweak it for a particular person. But generally, it's the same message. I will copy and paste it to 10, 15, 20 people. And it'll just be, and I will put at the beginning, hey, this is a generic message sent to a heap of people, but not heard from you in a while, bit worried about you, how are you, or whatever variation you wish to add on that. But you don't have to hide the fact that it's a multi-message kind of thing. It's just absolutely awesome to make that contact and, as I say, create a window, give them a chance to say, not feeling great, not feeling, thanks for reaching out, thanks for getting in touch. Because yeah, people don't ask for help. Very rarely will somebody actually come to you and say, I need help. More often not, it's because somebody has approached them. So that is the idea behind this project. And as I say, it's called the Connolly Project. There is a group. I'll open it after this live. I really want everybody to join it. It would mean the world to me if you could share it, join it, and more importantly, participate in sharing this video. This isn't about my YouTube channel. This isn't about YouTubers. This isn't about fame or notoriety. This is about trying to be a bloody good human being and looking out for your fellow human beings, because more so than now, everybody's struggling. People are struggling financially. We've just come out of lockdown. We've got landlords left, right, and centre evicting people. We've got people moving. The amount of people I see leaving the hobby at the moment because they can't afford it. It's, people all over the place are facing difficulties right now. And that's why I think it's really important that we just take one evening, one afternoon, lunch break at work, type up a quick message, spam it to your load of your mates. You can answer it later on. You don't, even if they be like, oh, actually, kind of struggling today. I'm at work. I'll message you as soon as I get home, mate. If you really need to, give me a quick buzz. Be there for your friends. So that is my rant. That is me going on. Greg's going to join the group. I'm bad at opening up. Exactly, I am bad at opening up. That pretty much sums it up right there. And that is everybody across the board. You're guaranteed. And I know fine well, because I'm sure Greg won't mind you saying, numerous times I messaged Greg and he has said to me, well, actually, Had I not messaged him, it might not have helped by telling me, might not have helped at all. But it's given him a chance to get it off his chest, and it's given me a chance to say, oh, well, I hope, what about, how about, why don't we, why don't you? It's absolutely amazing, the power of a single message to somebody or to somebody's, and that's what I want everybody to do. Once a month, once every 2 months. It doesn't have to be a lot, like every day. How are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? It's just making a little bit of time, making a little bit of time for your friends, for your family, for people in general. You've got a bit of paper that says TNT. So I'm just going to quickly. So when depression kicks in, I would say and do things so nasty and focus into anger towards other people while convincing myself I was dealing with it well. Exactly. When people are in a bad place in life, they are not themselves. And they don't act themselves. They can be very difficult, but they don't see it because they're processing everything. The world as they know it is a crazy and chaotic kind of place. I have put within the Connolly project group, I put Lissy's in the group. I put a bit about me. A bit about my background. So, at a young age, I was diagnosed with PTSD, post-traumatic stress, and I used to self-harm. I dealt with things through many different methods of self-medication. I've been on and off antidepressants throughout pretty much my life. I'm in my 40s now. I have been through periods of highs, periods of lows. I have had periods of, well, it was quite a horrendous period of audio and visual hallucinations, which was horrible. Which apparently was stress induced. But yeah, and it's all there. It's all there. I'm not setting this up with no concept of what's going on. I mean, I've been there and I understand how difficult it is, and I know how hard it can be to get out of your own head. And that's kind of why I tried to create the symbol, the banner that I've used for the group. At one end it's black and it's got all these kind of emotionals and thoughts and feelings, and it kind of grades into the lighter end. We've got obviously the Connolly project, and the whole idea is kind of to try and symbolize that there is help out there where you can not fix things, but you can try and clear your head with the help of other people. No, Scott. Well, it started. I'm just going. I'll get back to you. I lost count how many times and it's true because I know Scott well, and I think Scott's kind of been saying in the chat there about some of the challenges he's faced. But Scott is. I will quite often message Scott because I know. I know him personally, and I want to make sure he's all right, and I want him to know that there's somebody there for him, and that's the same for everybody. I message lots of people because I want them to know there is somebody there for them, and that is a big thing. It's about being there for somebody. So, generally, the one occasion that I heard music. Down the village from where I live, down the village, there used to be a man's club, the Freemasons. It's a house now, but there was a facility the Freemasons used to meet up at, and I'd got off the bus and I was walking along the road and I could hear the only way I can describe it is, in movies when you have the sound of a bar, like in a western, it's like clanking of tankards and jeering and pianos playing away and that kind of thing. And as I was walking along the street, I was absolutely positive I could hear this ambient noise of like hurrah and people just generally enjoying themselves, music playing away, people drinking, and just the sound of like an active club pub generic noise. But as I got closer, it was almost like the wind had just stole it away. It just faded off and trailed off as if it was getting blown away by the wind. And I came home and I actually sat down next to my wife. She was in bed with Wee Man at the time, and I burst into tears because by this point, after the other experiences I'd had, I thought I was losing my mind. I thought, I'd completely cracked and I was broken. And I thought it was only going to get worse. And the idea of the Wee Man seeing me like that terrified me. And I said to my wife at the time, if this deteriorates, if I get worse, please try and tell him about the person I was, not the person he's going to know me to be. It was horrible. But I got help. I went up to see a psychiatrist and spoke to her, and it really helped me. And touch wood, not really being anywhere near so severe as that ever again. But it shows how fragile the mind can be. And here can be such a tremendous place of self-loathing, self-hatred, and incapable of processing and working things out and making sense of stuff. And that's again why I really want this project to work. I would absolutely love this to just take off and for everybody to grab it by the balls and be like, you know what, I'm going to make a fucking effort on the first of the month, on payday. I'll do it every payday. I'm going to drop 5-10 messages. Not heard from Dave in a couple of weeks. Normally we speak every other day, but I've not heard from him for a while. Drop him a quick message, see how he's getting on. It's not like him. Just take that time. What have we got?
B. I've noticed
We've got a B.
I noticed that when I came home from work, it was on plan, looking a bit lethargic. It's not moved.
So
So it's probably just been a little bit.
So again, this is what I'm talking about. This is, this isn't about me, but this is an example of how taking 5-10 minutes out of your time can make a world of difference. I can't fix Mitch's problems. I would love to. I would love to be able to find a solution to anybody's problems. But just being able to have somebody to say, you know what, today's not been a great day. Today hasn't been. I'm feeling a bit rubbish today, feeling a bit low. Just vocalizing that, verbalizing, texting that, just saying it out loud. It's bloody powerful, and it's such a stress reliever. It's such an amazing feeling to have somebody you can trust to say, you know what, I need to speak about this. I need to talk about this, and know that I'm safe to talk about this with you or you or you or you or you. Yeah, so maybe Bry, he is a carer. I used to work as a carer as well, and we work with people whose mental capacities have broken down. And you can't, when you learn about the backgrounds of these people, and this is something completely different. This isn't necessarily to do with the project here, but to do with the fragility of the mind. And obviously these people are suffering from like Alzheimer's, dementia, this kind of thing, which affects capacity and cognitive and all that kind of stuff. But these are people that were once butchers or teachers or professions, woodworkers, carvers, absolutely amazing people that now don't even know how to take care of basic human needs effectively. But that's what if you feel you just annoy people? That's the point of this, Chris. People are messaging because they want to make sure you're okay. So it's never going to be annoyance to anybody to get a message back saying, I'm feeling like shit. I'm feeling terrible today. And that's one of the reasons we don't speak to people, because we feel that we're a burden. We feel that nobody wants to listen, nobody can comprehend, nobody can understand. Everybody's got their own problems, so I don't want to add to that with the weight of mine. But the point is I would rather listen. I would rather speak for hours on end and listen to somebody's struggles than never be able to say goodbye to them. There's not much more I can say to that. I would rather listen to somebody all day long than never be able to hear their voice again. And that kind of sums it up. You know, we need to stop hiding away, and we're not going to speak out. We're not going to open up. We're not going to ask for help. But the point of this is that hopefully, with people doing it, it will give a chance to say and get it off your chest and speak to your friends, build relationships. But anyway, I'm seeing that people are needing to go. A lot of people have got stuff going on. I think I've said all I really need to say, other than please, please, please engage with this. Let's make this a real, let's blow this thing out the water. Let's get everybody talking about this project. So I'm exactly the same as you, my man. Childhood trauma, that's what hit me. And as I said at the beginning of this, I used to self-harm. I've got scars all up and down my arms and stuff. I used to self-medicate. There's probably still door frames and window sills that have my knuckles for forever embedded in them. And I'm not going to be ashamed of it, because that's who I was. That's how I dealt with my coping mechanisms. It's not great. It's not ideal, and it's not lovely for other people to see. But I can't change what's happened. What I can try and do is offer opportunities so that other people don't have to suffer, so that other people don't need to hide away and struggle on their own. And that's what I want everybody to be aware of and get engaged in and involved in, is just a message, man. It's just a simple fucking message. How are you? Are you okay? You know where I am if you need me. As I say, you're either going to get hey, all is good here, all is well, really good, or actually, you know what? Work shit. Struggling at home. Be there for your people. Be a bloody good person. That's it. That is it. Be a good person. Anyway, hopefully you'll, as I say, I'll set the group to live the moment I finish this. Hopefully you'll join it. Feel free to share anything you're comfortable with sharing. Obviously, other people will have the ability to read it, to look at it. So don't put anything you're going to regret or be upset with. The whole point is it's about mental state. It's about help. It's about helping each other be healthy mentally. Buddy,
yeah.
What do we do if somebody's sad? Give them help. My 6-year-old gets it. Give them help. If somebody's sad, you give them you're the handies. 6-year-old gets it, man. If somebody's sad, you give them help. Anyway, that about wraps that up. Can't sum it up any better than that.
I got it.
6-year-old gets it. 6-year-old gets it, man.
I know.
look, join the group, engage. More importantly, spread the word. Let's do this. Let's get everybody on board with this. That would mean the world to me. Let's go. Thanks ever so much, everybody that has joined, and to anybody that is going to watch this at a later date. These are all amazing. My inbox is always open. I can't always guarantee I will respond there and then on the spot, but I will respond at some point in time. I will get back to you. Even if there's nothing to talk about, I'll get back to you. Just to reply to the message. Yo, all is good. All is good. All's well. Doing good. Or if I need to, I will speak to you because you made that effort to get in touch with me. And I trust pretty much every single person I speak to and open up to, because I need that. I need to be able to speak to people. I need to open up to people for them to know me and understand me. But anyway, and a big old belly, a big belly. We saved the bee! Yay! It flew away! It flew away out the window.
Sat on that bud for like last 2.5 hours.
Well, there we go. We've hopefully saved humanity and we've saved the bee. So, saving the planet one small step at a time. But please, please, please.
That phone.
That's my old phone.
I know. It's only the phone.
Okay.
It's these two. Bye. Hello.
Peeps, thank you ever so much. Thank you. Hopefully see you in the group.
Hello.
Please share this video. Please share the group. And,
Hello. I like that.
and let's make this happen. Thanks to all of you that have been part of this. And here's hoping it's just going to grow and grow and grow. It would be absolutely amazing. Thanks ever so much and cheers.
Bye. Taka.
Bye.